Today I'm going to show you how to make one of my favorite winter meals for this time of year, a black bean and sweet potato chili. First you're going to need a large saucepan on medium heat, 2 tablespoons of olive oil, once the oil is hot, you're going to add 1 yellow onion chopped up, and 1 sweet potato, peeled and cubed. So we're just stirring this around for about 4 minutes until the onions turn translucent and soft, but you don't want them to brown. Then we're going to add 4 cloves of garlic minced and some spices. We have 2 tablespoons of chili powder, 1 tablespoon of cumin, and 1/4 teaspoon of chipotle powder. Now, most cooks don't have chipotle powder in their pantries, so if you don't have it, you can get a small can of chipotles and adobo sauce that they sell. They sell them in these little cans in the Latin American section of the grocery store, and you can take 1 or 2 of those peppers and chop them up and add them. If you can't find that, you can also substitute about the same amount of Spanish smoked paprika, which will give it a nice spicy, meaty flavor. And if you don't have that, you can substitute a little bit of cayenne or Tabasco sauce. Alright, so we've just stirred this around for about 30 seconds to give it some little chance to cook. Now we're going to add 2½ cups of water. Stir it around. And now we're going to turn up the heat to bring it to a simmer. Once the liquid comes to a simmer, you're going to put the lid on, turn the heat down to medium, low, or low, and then let it cook for 10 to 12 minutes until the sweet potato cubes are tender. Perfect. Okay, so now we're going to add the beans. We're using 2 15-ounce cans of black beans. I just rinsed them and drained them a little first before I added them. And 1 14.5-ounce can of diced tomatoes. And a tablespoon of freshly squeezed lime juice. Alright, I'm going to add a little bit of salt too. Just add as much salt as you like. It's going to vary from person to person. This is kosher salt. And I'm adding, well, it's probably half a teaspoon or a teaspoon. So now we're going to increase the heat, bring it back to a simmer. Once it's been simmering for about 4 minutes, you can take it off the heat. And add the chopped cilantro. It's about 1/4 cup. Stir it in. And then you'll want to taste it and see if you want to add more salt and pepper. You can feel free to do so. For the last step, we're going to crumble some cheese on top of the chili. I like to use queso fresco, which is a fresh Latin American cheese. But you can also use goat cheese, which I love, or even just shredded sharp cheddar and Monterey Jack cheese. And there you have it, a warming, wonderful bowl of black bean and sweet potato chili with a little bit of cheese on top.